The program of Legal Studies for Native People is a program that Aboriginal students take in the summer before they enter law school. It's an 8-week program that focuses on property law. And in the context of property law, we teach the skills that students need to be successful in law schools. It started in 1973. It started because at that time you could count the number of Aboriginal law students in the country on one hand, and you could count the number of Aboriginal lawyers in the country on the other hand. And at the same time, there were lots of legal issues dealing with Aboriginal people and Aboriginal rights, and there just weren't enough Aboriginal people in university and especially in law school in order to be dealing with these questions from an Aboriginal perspective. So there was a definite need for more Aboriginal lawyers, and the only way to become an Aboriginal lawyer is to get through the process of law school. So this program was devised in order to provide an alternative means for Aboriginal students to get into law school. Law admissions is a very competitive process. For every 100 seats, there are 1,000 applicants. And it's not to say that you need to be at the top of the grade point average and at the top of the law school admission test scores to be successful in law school. But those are sort of the criteria that law schools have set for the competitive admissions process. And by just adhering to that process, a lot of Aboriginal students were being kept out. And so an alternative means of admission was necessary, and that's where this program comes in, to provide an alternate means of admission. So instead of proving that you have the highest GPA and the highest LSAT score, you prove that you have the skills that you need to be successful. It's only 8 weeks long, and it's teaching a 6-credit course equivalent, so it's very intensive. We're not only teaching the substance of property law, but also the skills that they need to be successful, and we're integrating the skills into the substance as much as we can. There's a lot of one-on-one attention in addition to a fairly small course with only about 40 students in the course this year, and sometimes fewer than that. It gives lots of one-on-one attention. I think the customary law component is really important for a lot of reasons. A lot of what the legal system does with Aboriginal rights is emotionally difficult. The customary law program helps them deal with the fact that their emotions are engaged, because they can talk about Indigenous values. We are primarily an intellectual exercise for the rest of the course, and that's as required by the kind of institution that we're in and that we're preparing the students for. But we can bring in emotional and spiritual dimensions through the customary law program. The students who go off to law school, even if they're going to a law school that doesn't have a huge number of Aboriginal students in the student body, they're still connected to Aboriginal law students across the country. They support each other throughout law school, and I've had students tell me that, you know, now they've been out of law school for 10 years and the best friends that they have are the friends that they made during the program, and they're the ones that really understand each other well, and it's an ongoing benefit throughout their careers.